Now, about the lymphoid organs we studied, the last one is the thymus. Now, thymus that is present in the superior mediastinum, and it is developed from the endoderm of the third pair of pharyngeal pouches. Thymus, it is covered by a capsule and this capsule, it sends septas inside the parenchyma and divides into labules. But these labules, they are not complete, they are incomplete labules. They are incomplete labules. Then the thymus, it develops at birth, its size increases after birth, and at birth its weight is about 10 to 15 gram. But at the age of puberty, its weight is from 20 to 30 to 40 gram. 30 to 40 gram. But as the age advances, at the age of puberty, further development of the or further enlargement of the thymus that stops and it becomes changed into connective tissue and fat. Now, the thymus, it has two parts, cortex and medulla. Cortex and medulla. Now, the cortex, it contains many small lymphocytes. These lymphocytes, they are aggregated together. But remember, these lymphocytes, they do not form the lymphatic nodules in thymus. So there are no lymphatic nodules in thymus. And these cells, as they reach the thymus at the peripheral region, from the bone marrow they reaches here to the thymus at the peripheral region, they are in the form of lymphoblast. Now these lymphoblasts, they proliferate and they form huge number of small lymphocytes. And these lymphocytes present at the region of the cortex, they become immunocompetent here. But remember that all these cells, lymphocytes present in the thymus, only 5% of the cells they become immunocompetent, while the remaining cells, they are digested by the macrophages. Now this cortex area, it also contains the macrophages. So the remaining cells or the non-immunocompetent cells, they are digested by the macrophages. Now what happens that the lymphoblasts here, they proliferate and they form many lymphocytes. Huge number of lymphocytes are formed by these lymphoblasts. Then these cells reaching here, these cells, they are also called the thymocytes. These cells present here in the cortex and in the medullary region, they are also called the thymocytes. Now, what happens when these cells, they reach to the thymus? Here the endodermal cells, they form the reticular fibers, they act at reticular cells, and a framework is formed here in which these cells are present. These cells, they are called the thymocytes. They are called the thymocytes, and then in these spaces which are formed by the endodermal cells, these lymphocytes here present in endodermal cells, they are called epithelio-reticular cells. Epithelio-reticular cells, and there are 6 types of epithelio-reticular cells according to the location and functions of these cells. They are divided into 6 types of epithelio-reticular cells. Then here are also present the small lymphocytes, but they are less in number. Remember, here the lymphocyte at the region of the cortex, they are more in number, but they contain less epithelio-reticular cells. While in the medullary region here, the lymphocytes, they are less in number, but the epithelio-reticular cells, they are more in number. They are more in number. Next one, in the center of this lightly stained area is a rounded or spherical body that is called the azale corpuscle or medullary corpuscle. So this one is the azale corpuscle, this one is the azale corpuscle. Now I told you there are 6 types of epithelioid cells, so epithelio-reticular cells. Now the 6th type of epithelio-reticular cell, they form here this rounded body. These are epithelio-reticular cells forming this spherical body called the azale corpuscle. But the central cells in the azale corpuscle, they become keratinized or calcified. They become keratinized or calcified. Now, this thymus around the azale corpuscle is the lightly stained area. This area, it contains more epithelio-reticular cells, and these epithelio-reticular cells, they are poorly stained. They are poorly stained, so this area, it looks lighter in color. While the remaining portion, cortex, it contains T lymphocytes. All these are the T lymphocytes, and they stain basophilic. So the cortex, it contains basophilic cells, and here are also few basophilic cells or T lymphocytes around the medulla. As these T lymphocytes, they move from the peripheral toward the central region. From peripheral to the central region, they become immunocompetent. They become immunocompetent as they move from the periphery toward the central or medullary region. So these cells, T lymphocytes, they are here in the cortical region and also in the medullary region. So that is about the thymus. Now this thymus, it also secretes hormone. Taltus creeps, hormone, thymolene, etc. All these hormones are secreted by the thymus. So, this is all about the thymus.